This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Monday, February 22nd, 2021. The title of this rant is, Hey, Democrats, don't let the GOP bring the Shock Doctrine to Texas. So there was a very great article in the New York Times by Naomi Klein. She wrote a book called The Shock Doctrine in 2007, something like that. Basically indicating what elites have done all over the world. I think a big example she had was in Chile from the 1970s, is that they would take a economic crisis, a natural disaster, a terrorist attack, something like that, and use that crisis to sabotage things that were going on in that country, to bring very unpopular free market policies into that country. And so today we have in Texas, people are swamped, people have frozen to death, people can't flush the toilet, people don't have drinking water. And this is the perfect example of what the Shock Doctrine used to do, is to come in and make Texas, which was already a big free market state, even more free market, and screw the average American in Texas even more. And again, that's exactly what the elites want to do about all this. And the proof of that is that the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, came on to Fox News when this was first going on. And I want to point out real quickly that 2 months or so ago, there was reports that, hey, the polar vortex, et cetera, that there could be a big freeze, in that whole Midwest section straight down to Texas. They knew this was coming, and they didn't do anything about it. And the governor of Texas got on Fox News, and remember, Fox News is in 100% collusion with Texas on this, is that he came out there and he defended oil and gas and basically blamed the Green New Deal, which really isn't anything but words on a piece of paper right now. But again, let's remember that Abbott, George Bush before him, Rick Perry before him, have governors of Texas bought by the gas and oil companies in that state and the utilities in that state. And we cannot let, or Democrats cannot let, them use the Shock Doctrine by, people don't have jobs now. How are they going to get back to work? How are they going to live in the places that have water damage all over the place? A perfect time to do the Shock Doctrine and to bring in more unpopular policies. The Democrats have to step up. They have to not let this happen. And this is a time where hopefully, Texas is not a red state anymore. Maybe it's beginning to be a purple state. No, from now on, from 2022 on, Texas should be a blue state, because the Republicans have effed their state completely. They know these policies weren't working. They knew that this could happen. Then they didn't make the adjustments for the last 25 years to make this happen. They need to be gotten rid of. And again, the big thing about this is you can't let something like this have the Shock Doctrine come in and take other things away from the people, because the vast majority of people, not only in Texas, but in the entire country, they want protections from these predatory practices and from these, let's say, free market predators. This has to stop now.